So, it's been 4 years since Sonja's M6 ADR, artificial disc replacement. So 4 years on, we thought it would be a good idea to do an update to our videos that we did regarding her condition 4 years after having the operation. How is she doing and how active is she and all those sorts of things. Right now, we're currently moving house. We're about to move into our motorhome and we've sold our house and you can see all the stuff we're packing up here. Let's go and see Sonja and see how she's doing. And if I can find her, she's usually pretty busy at the moment.
Very busy at the moment. Welcome to the mess.
So, you had an operation 4 years ago.
June 2013.
And what did you have done?
I had 3 artificial discs, L3, L4, L4, L5, L5, S1.
So 4 years on, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
So we're moving house and I think you're running around doing almost all the work.
Oh,
packing everything.
Gosh.
And
yes.
I'm skiving off doing my day job while you're packing up the house.
Yeah, he's doing my job as well, I have to say.
So all this stuff around us you've been doing?
It's a nightmare. Yeah, just really cleaning out every single cupboard there is, getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff because we're downsizing from a 7,000 square foot house down to the bus. I think the bus is 390 square feet or 350, something like that.
The motorhome.
It's a motorhome, yep. So we.
And how do you feel about getting in the motorhome?
Love it. I mean, we spent the last 2 years on and off on the road, working and living out the bus. We didn't kill each other, and we enjoyed it.
That's a miracle.
So we decided it's what we want to do full time now. So yeah, we're getting rid of 35 years worth of accumulated stuff. So we're keeping some pieces, but
so you're obviously pretty active because you're doing all this work to pack everything up?
Yes, I've been every single day. I've been working on this. We've been doing estate sales every weekend. Yeah, constant. And I have to be careful. Obviously, I don't want to lift anything. I made that mistake.
Well, so first of all, with all this packing that you're doing, is your back slowing you down?
It aches, but then I think anybody who's doing all this kind of work, their back's going to ache.
But it's not like disc-related ache. It's just occasionally you get a bit of a backache.
Just the muscles are,
just normal stuff. I mean, my back aches.
Just watching me.
carrying all the boxes for you.
Yeah. So I don't carry anything heavy.
So you would say that the operation is slowing you down or not making any difference?
If it hadn't been for the operation, I would not be able to do what I do now. There's absolutely no way. I mean, if you see my previous videos, I was flat on my back most of the time. I could only walk with a walking stick. I was in constant pain. I had got to the point where I was suicidal. I just could not take it anymore.
So would you say you're normal, like active normal now, or how active are you able to be?
Yeah, there isn't anything I can't do. There's things I don't do now, which I used to do, only because one, I'm getting older, and two, well, as you get older, you're not so stable, and I'm a bit worried that I would injure myself and make it worse.
What?
Like skiing, for instance. I mean, I would love to go back to skiing again, but I just don't want to take the risk. That's basically what it is. I could ski, and people who have had disc replacements, they go right back to skiing without any problem, but they're usually a lot younger.
So you said you had one problem?
Yes, I was a bit stupid, I must say. I was pretty stupid. I thought I wasn't in pain. I haven't been in pain, so I went ahead and picked up a case of water and put it in the shopping cart, and then I bent over and picked up a second case, and when I went to get the second case, I realized, I've done something. I knew I had done something, and sure enough, 3 months later it didn't go away, and I'd ruptured another disc.
So you didn't have a problem with the disc that you had replaced? It was just another
it was another disc. Yeah, but then I have degenerative disc disease, so I know that they're not in the best condition to start with. So it was just stupidity on my own fault. Lifting a case of water. I really should not lift anything heavier than 20 pounds, and a case of water weighs more.
But you're carrying things around. I mean, you're packing up.
I am packing up, yeah, but I don't. I mean, I pack boxes, and if the box is light, then I move it. If the box is heavy, then I say, okay, I need this moved over there, and Tim does the moving for me. But yeah, I know I'm very aware now. I still do stupid things sometimes. I pick it up and I go, okay, no, I shouldn't do this, and I put it back down again. But on the whole, there isn't anything that I can't do. I ride my bike, we go for hikes. Yeah, it's great.
So show us what you've been doing. So do something and show us your activity level.
Well, the one thing that I couldn't do before, for instance, was actually walk normally. I couldn't open a cupboard and like reach up and and do this. Absolutely impossible. There was just absolutely no way that I could do that. I mean, and even just to bend down to, pick up something as simple as a garbage can, it was completely out of the question. My mobility now is just as if I'd never had a problem. Not at all. It's amazing.
So show us the stuff that you're moving around and bending, and just so people can see how, you're able to do things.
Well, these ones, this is obviously very light, but I mean, some of the stuff, these weigh about 15 pounds, I guess. So it's, I don't have any problem lifting it. Wouldn't want to carry it a long distance. If I'm going to pick up something really heavy, this one is heavy, and this one I won't pick up because this is a beast, so I won't pick that up. But bending down, I packed it in the box okay, so that wasn't a problem. Well, just all of this stuff, I mean, anything that you're seeing here, all of these boxes, all these bags of garbage.
So just pick something up and carry it around so we can just see your actual ability to move around. God, that was...
I always bend down like that. You learn after a while, you've got to use your legs.
So most of this stuff you've moved around? Or just the heavier stuff I'm doing?
Yeah, all of this. I mean, just everything that's in here I've brought.
So thanks to the ADR, artificial disc replacement, the 3 that you had, you're now fully active. Ooh,
yes.
Nice job.
Couldn't do that before. I couldn't even walk with that walking stick, let alone bend.
So you're still, people are seeing your videos and people are still asking you questions, and I think you had, for example, one today. Can you share any kind of questions you get and what the answers are?
Well, yeah, a lot of the questions I've actually answered on my FAQ page.
On your blog?
On my blog, which is myweirdandwackylife.com. And because I had so many questions and I was answering the same questions over and over, I put in the question and I put my long explanation, like, why did I choose Dr. Clavel? Why did I go to Spain? Why the M6?
So you had a question this morning. What was it?
The one this morning, he'd read my blog and he said, the top surgeon in Israel, which is where this person's from, had asked him or told him that if he got artificial disc replacement, ADR, he was asking for trouble. It would be, worse than getting a fusion and that kind of thing. But my reply to him was, and I'm in no means a medical expert, but just my opinion is the reason that person was saying to go and get the fusion, not the ADR, is because that's what the doctor does. That's what the surgeon does. He does fusions. He doesn't do ADR. So he's not going to say, oh yeah, don't, take my services and pay for me. Go to some other doctor and get an ADR. Well, of course he's not going to say that he's going to diss the ADR. So, I mean, when I answered him, I just sort of said, well, do your own research, but the M6 does the same degree of rotation as your normal discs do. If you fuse your discs together, those other discs have to do the work of those discs, those fused discs. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot more stress on those other discs.
And allegedly, there's a lot more complications after the fact with fusions from based on your opinion and your research.
Yeah, my research, the screws.
So you believe there's an inherent bias in a lot of surgeons where they tend to recommend what they know rather than what is globally accepted as the best treatment?
Simply because of the questions I've had, the people who've talked to me about what their surgeons have said, that seems to be what's coming out every time. If they don't do ADR, they will diss it. They will say, you're asking for trouble. But people who have got the ADR have all said it was much better than the fusion. In fact, people who've got the fusion on the lower, maybe the L5S1, and then the rest of them as regular ADRs, they said they've had more problem with the fusion part than they've had with the others. So, I mean, I can only go by what other people have said and what my research has shown, but
your person, I mean, obviously you can't recommend what's best for somebody else, but in your experience, the ADR is...
Oh, it's been fantastic, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have had to have my 4th operation if I hadn't been stupid to pick up the water, because obviously I'd split another disc. But apart from that, I mean, you'd never even know it was in my back.
So in summary then, thanks to the ADR, you're now able to live a normal life.
I have a new life.
The only thing is you're just careful not to pick anything up, too heavy around the 20 pound mark.
It's probably not a bad thing anyway, but...
Well, it gives me something to do, doesn't it?
Definitely going to give you something to do, yeah.
Cool. Good job. So if somebody's got questions, what should they do?
Go and have a look at my blog, My Weird and Wacky Life.
And we'll put the link in the notes area under the video.
It is in there already, yeah. It's to the FAQ page. And there's lots of questions in there, and I go into a lot of detail. If there are questions that aren't answered in there, send me an email. My email is there. You can email me and I will answer any questions that I possibly can.
So we recommend, so this is the third video. So there's the video when you had the operation.
Before the operation, when I had it, and then
9 months after.
Yeah.
And then this one 4 years
4 years
later.
after.
So that's a good set. Nice one.
It's amazing.